Yes, people. What's going on? Welcome back to Saeed TV, and we are live for the MUFC Unfiltered podcast. And with my guy, Flawless in the building, 3 Point Collectors. We out here, you know what I mean? All right for some, but not so for others. The
Hey, that's
history.
facts. Facts, yo, innit? Certain teams is struggling, man. Certain teams is struggling. You know what I'm saying? Certain teams giving away 90 minutes leads. You know what I'm saying? Certain teams managers pulling their hamstring from jumping from 7th to 5th. You know what I'm saying? Just saying, you know what I'm saying? Certain teams still ain't hit 40 points and we're almost in May.
Bro,
Just saying, man. Just saying.
certain teams would love to be in our position.
Yeah, man.
Top
100%.
four is within our sights. Top
Facts, yo.
four is nearly there, people. You get
Facts.
me? Like I see
Certain
certain man saying United are getting lucky. Are you having me on? Like, what is this idea that United are lucky? No, we're more consistent than the other teams. That's how the Premier League works. Do you not understand that?
Talk to him. Talk to him.
Not saying to you
100%,
though,
man.
bro. Like I'm hearing
100%.
certain man saying lucky. Bro, was your title win lucky? No, because you didn't win it, did you? Ours, like I said to you, we are more consistent than others. That's what it comes down to, my friend. You get me? 3 Point Collectors. Nobody can chat to us at home. Anybody can get it at home.
That is facts.
See, when they
Facts.
come to us, yeah, I pray, all our goals come on that day. That day, I want to see tears from these Chelsea fans. I want to see tears. You
They're
feel
already
me?
in tears. They already in tears, man. They're in the 5 stages of grief. I think they're at the acceptance stage. They're at acceptance. They're fully at acceptance now. They're broken. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the Chelsea Dons and everybody else. But hey, speaking
Come
of that,
on.
innit? Certain teams are having their best season in also 2 decades, and they're going to end up with the same amount of trophies as, Leeds, who was sat in 16th. So, we move.
Absolutely.
Uncomfortable conversations. Uncomfortable.
Oh, exactly. Uncomfortable conversations.
Uncomfortable
But listen, big up to everybody who's locked in. Hopefully, Andy Tate should join us. Double A won't be here, but big up to Double A regardless. His voice is probably gone as well, man. He was at the front of the protest. For those that don't know, we had a protest today, Manchester, all the way from Deansgate, all the way to Old Trafford. I didn't come from Deansgate, but I was there at Old Trafford. I see the numbers. I see the impact. The message is clear, people. The message is clear. Don't be fooled by the people that are going into the mega store. The message, the overriding message, yeah, is that we want the Glazers out, and it's only a full sale. We don't want no partial sale. We want a full sale. You see it at Old Trafford. You hear it. I don't know if you heard it in it on the TV. We want Glazers out.
Yeah, man, that rings out every game. Every game that rings out.
Absolutely, man. You know what I'm saying to you? So end of the day, people, yeah, the Glazers must go. Jim Radcliffe, you are a rat. It says it in your name anyway. You are a rat. You know what I mean? You're going in bed with the Glazers. Are you having a laugh? Listen, mate.
Yeah,
if he is any, for me, like I said to you, I am Radcliffe out if he is making their ties with the Glazers. If the Glazers stay, every United fan should be Radcliffe out from the get go. From the get go.
Yes. You know what I'm saying? From before he gets there. And that's the whole thing when there was the debate between the two bids and which was the better bid. Before there was any potential partial sale, the Qatari bid was clearly the better bid. Read the two statements. I'm talking about initially, people, when both parties both made their interest known. Read the two statements clearly. I said the Qatari bid is clearly the better bid. And if you want what's best for Manchester United Football Club, why would you want the Glazers still there? Why? Makes no sense.
He's a fan of it. He's told a lie to everyone. He's a fan, apparently. That's what he's told everyone. I am a fan. You know, I want to put Manchester into Manchester United. No, you're not, mate.
No, you're
don't. A fool, man. That's what you are. You blagged it in. Sometimes people have to blag it in, innit?
Fake it till you make it. Yep, 100%.
So
I get exactly what you're saying. Nonsense.
And also, big up to the manager, innit? Big up to the manager here, man. You can see it there, man. Picks up the Glazer out scarf. He ain't messing around, man. He picked it up, man. You know what I'm saying? You could have left that. You know what I'm saying?
He knows, man. Ten Hag knows, man. He knows.
He waved it into the sky. He said, "Yeah, man, I'm with you, man. I'm with you, man. Come on, Eric Ten Hag. That's my manager right there, man. That's our manager. That's our manager. That's our manager right there.
I'm with it, 100%, without doubt. You know what I'm saying? Salute to Ten Hag, man, and what job he's doing,
man. You get me? So listen, I just want to start off on a good note there, because at the end of the day, the Glazers, like I said to you, Jim Radcliffe, we don't want you to be going with the Glazers. You've already tarnished your name, if I'm honest with you. It's going to take a lot for you to kind of get your name back up there and get confidence if the Glazers are not here. But now, as this stands, no to Jim Radcliffe. Qatar in is my message. But listen.
Yeah, man. Shake Jassim, man. 100%.
Absolutely. Big up my guy Sonic Quantum says, Saeed, my G, how you doing? I'm blessed, bro. How are you, man? Qatar only. No to Sir Jim, and as he's practically a Glazer. Good win today, but bit annoying how Liverpool are in 5th now. I wouldn't worry about this Liverpool team. I've seen a lot of flaws in this Liverpool team, you know. I'm still seeing a lot of flaws. Yes, they're getting wins, but it's fine because
we've got nothing to worry about. We are 7 points clear of them with a game in hand.
With a game in hand.
We don't need to worry about it. I think if we win 3 of our remaining games, just 3, then even if they win all of their games, they can't catch us. They cannot catch us whatsoever. So all we need to do is win the 3 home games. Saeed was just waxing lyrical about our home form. We've got Fulham, we've got Chelsea, we've got Wolves as well. So if we win those 3, of course we want to win on the road as well, but win those 3 home games. Obviously on top of that is Brighton, West Ham, and Bournemouth away.
Yeah, Ilias is trying to. Listen, man, our home form, you don't want to play with us. You're trying to say we're coming for you, Saeed. Where? Coming for where, man? I'm still looking down, man. I'm still looking down at you, man. Liverpool. I'm not fooled by this little 4 wins, in a row, man. It's based off a whole season. All of a sudden, Liverpool want to turn up now. Listen, it's too late.
Season's done. Facts.
Newcastle, I got 1 position. Man United. It's just between basically whoever finishes 3rd or 4th. Like, that's all it is. I can't lie to you. Newcastle are pissing me off, man. They've been pissing me off all season. These man won't let go. Bro, they're not letting go, Newcastle, you know. I looked at the score, I was like, 1-0 Southampton. You know when you're doing that? You know that excited guy?
Yeah, I get you. Yeah. The chat was there. I was like, all right.
And then I was like, them man don't play around, you know. I didn't see the game, to be fair, but was it a good win from Newcastle?
I didn't watch it. Because obviously I was watching the United game at the same time, so you'll have to ask the chat. But people was letting me know as well. I was like, right, Newcastle 1-0 down, then he went 1-1, then they scored, then one of the goals was disallowed. But the thing is about Newcastle being in 3rd is if it wasn't them, it'd be Liverpool. So that's what it is. So yeah, Liverpool, they can hold that, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I keep saying, man, they went from chasing 4 trophies to chasing top 4. Never could be my manager. Pulling his hamstring, you know. Man pulled his hamstring, celebrating going from 7th to 5th against Spurs and Ryan Mason.
My guy, flawless, you know. Come on.
This but listen, what we're doing.
100%. That's what we're doing. You know what I mean? So, end of the day, like I said to you, big up to everybody who's locked in. There's over 400 in here. Make sure you smash the like button on the video. Make sure you like the video. Make sure you subscribe to Sarcasm City as well. Road to 7K. Make sure you do that, people. Make sure you subscribe to the channel here. But listen, bro, I don't know what it is with this Man United team, you know. They're actually testing me right now, you know. I'm not going to lie to you. You know why they're testing me? These men are allergic to scoring more goals, you know. Like, I genuinely think, bro, how many chances are we going to have? In that first half, Rashford, that chance, I know it's offside, but bro, he had the whole net to score. And he goes wide. Sabitzer with a shot. Marcus Rashford got in behind a couple of times. Bro, what is it with this United team? Why can we not... Liverpool, for all their shit, they can score goals. But with us, we're just allergic to scoring more goals. Like, brother, what is wrong with... What? But again, we don't have no natural goal scorer. This is a problem. No natural goal scorer.
Goals has been an issue. But it's what you said, why can't we score goals? Because our attacking players are not good enough. That's what it is. Robin said it there. Forward line is blunt. Outside of Rashford, who do we really rate highly and go, that's I can only speak for me. Who outside of Rashford, who do I really rate highly within this forward line? Anthony, first season, First season, so I give you a blind first season and you've pitched in. Martial can't stay fit. We know Weghorst is not good enough. Sancho, indifferent. Bruno, I've spoken about many a times. Who else is there? Where is the goals going to come from? Like, it didn't take us not scoring goals today for me to go, we need goal scorers. We were saying this in the summer. And we still need more, in regards to this summer coming up. We need a number 9. I want a new number 10. I want to upgrade on Eriksen. All 3 of those help us. Even with the fullback area, I think we need better fullback options. And that will help creatively and scoring goals as well. So that's why we're blunt up. That's why we're not scoring many goals.
You know what it is, though? It's the fact that, you know what it is? I can actually, sometimes when they're taking a shot, I'm like, he's not scoring that. You know what? Like, the second half, it got to the point now where I'm like, they're getting excited. I was like, yo, sit back down, man. I'm just chilling, man. Like, I don't believe in it, bro. I don't believe in it. 1v1, when they go forward, I'm just like, yeah, I'm there in it, but you're not moving me. Whereas Haaland, all these players, like when they go forward, you know it's a goal. You know the chance conversion rate is high. Like this, like Aston Villa should have been battered in that first half. Everton should have been battered in that first half. I can go on and on and on and on. Like, I'm happy we got the result, but listen, Aston Villa had one chance in the game. Lindelof obviously was offside. He cleared off the line. All it takes is them chances, to go in, and then we fucked it. We fucked it. You know what I'm saying to you, bro?
Fully what you're saying.
The lack of clinical, it must be driving Ten Hag mad because he's giving he's a game of 5-0. He's given us a tactical game of 5-0. Unai Emery, shut up. I don't know who you are. Let's just sit down. It's true though. Unai Emery, you could do all of this. I seen him on the touchline, by the way. He's a good manager, by the way. But he's doing all of this. Like, bro, Ten Hag outdone you. He absolutely finished you. Like, first half, they tried to play a high line against us. When Bruno was playing over, and obviously Rashford was trying to get him behind line. But again, the manager can only say to the boys, yo, score your chances, innit? Well, I'm here to give you the tactics. You, man, score. You know?
Now, I fully get what you're saying, but at least Ten Hag will now know. He knows, if he didn't know already, which I'm fully aware, I'm fully convinced he does. He knows he needs better forward players. We know we need better attackers. It will be interesting to see where he tries to improve, but we all know United need a 9. We all know that.
Need a 9.
We definitely need more than one.
You know, Harry Kane's got 30 goals in this Tottenham team that are so bad. So imagine what you could get in the United team.
Hey, I'm looking at the guy. You're looking at the guy who's second on the goal scoring list. I'm looking at the guy that's third in Ivan Toney. That's who I want.
Ivan Toney. You know what? For once, I think Ivan Toney. I believe in it now. I believe in Ivan Toney.
You believe in it? I
believe in Ivan Toney. I'm here now.
What changed? You know what I'm saying?
I don't know what's changed, but now I believe in Ivan Toney. I believe he can do it. Ivan Toney. Ivan Toney.
I've been sold on
Ivan Toney. I believe in you now.
Yeah, man.
That's bad boy, though. Last season, how many goals did he score last season?
I think it was 16, 17, something like that. In the
Premier League. Season 20.
Brentford. So people will wax Liverpool. People will wax Liverpool and say, yeah, Kane at Spurs. Yeah, that's all well and good. Ivan Toney's at Brentford. You know what I'm saying in that? Yes, Meeks. Yes.
You're damn right. Bro, Brighton, I know, no pushovers, man.
How we not about the FA Cup semi-final? They gonna want revenge, and they just put 6 past Wolves. Yes, I will take a 0-0 draw right now and say, you know what? Cool. Move on to West Ham on Sunday. I know Leaks is laughing when he asked that. Tony, it don't matter if he's a Liverpool fan.
Listen, man. So many people are you know what I mean? Like, we have so many legends that passed over, man. This is no different, man. You know what I'm saying to you? So, yeah, man. Listen, but yeah, you know what? The first half, I think, you know what it is? I was surprised by the energy levels of Man United in that first half because I thought to myself, we just played Thursday, we just played Sunday before that, we played Thursday before that, but the energy levels, though, of this Man United team in that first half was outstanding. Casemiro came back today. Came back today, you know. Fair play to Casemiro. You know what it was, with Casemiro, I feel like he needed to win the first tackle. You know when you win it cleanly? He won the first tackle cleanly. And then he just went, you know what? I'm up now. We're back. That's what he did. He won the first tackle. He said, bro, let's get on now. Let's crack on now. And that was, Casemiro was unbelievable. He got robbed of 2 assists, you know. 2 assists. One for Rashford in the second half, which he controlled badly. And then there was another one in the first half where he played in, I think it was Sancho. Casemiro was outstanding, man. Absolutely outstanding. Big up Abdishek says, Tony is not an upgrade. Kane is the guy. Alex Ferguson got RVP and we won. It's the same. Kane and Rashford is a duel.
Let me respond to this.
I hear you.
Let me respond to this.
Yeah, go on.
Tony's definitely an upgrade on what we have. To say Tony, you know what I'm saying, and that is not an upgrade on what we have is ridiculous. What's the rest of it? What he said? Can you go back to it a second?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There it is.
You give the super chat. So big up to you for the super chat. Appreciate
big
it.
up
It says
to you,
Kane
my
is
guy.
the guy. Sir Alex got Robin van Persie, and we won. Let's stop this comparison, people. One, Ten Hag, as good as he is not Sir Alex Ferguson. You know what I'm saying? He's not. Two, Kane, as good as he is not Robin van Persie. Like, let's kill this dead, so it's not the same thing whatsoever. Even if you think Kane is as good as Van Persie was going into a team that he was the final piece of the jigsaw. Manchester United need much more than Harry Kane. Even if we were to sign Harry Kane, it doesn't automatically make us Premier League winners. We still need much more. So that's how I'm looking at it. Kane and Rashford as a duo is good. Don't get me wrong, people. Kane would do bits here. But I'm just done profile-wise with non-athletic, non-mobile attackers. It's an athlete's game. That's how I'm looking at it. That's just me, though. But yeah, go on, carry on.
I hear you. Absolutely. Big up to my guy, Big Ben's in the chat. He's saying, what a redemption arc Lindelof has got this season. He's been good the whole season. The development has gone under Ten Hag. It's amazing. Big up to him. We will discuss Lindelof. For me, Lindelof was mad. Listen, Lindelof was crazy today. But yeah, for me, Casemiro was outstanding that first half. Like I said, the back four was outstanding. We got the goal. Listen, I know the chat want to say, but Bruno Fernandes did his thing. You get me?
He played very well today.
Yes. I thought he played well on the right side. But you know what though? Like, who are you with in that moment? Sancho or Bruno? Because Sancho told Bruno to stop moaning. And I watched it live in front of me, yeah. But Bruno Fernandes is asking more. He wants more from Sancho. I believe personally, this is what happens on a football pitch. People moan at each other. They both want to win. So I don't understand that the kind of like facade around it. You know?
I don't know big up Andy. I don't know the context behind their actual debate, but where Bruno loses points in regards to that is because he's an excessive moaner. He constantly moans. So even if he's right in that situation, Sancho's just like, I don't want to hear it. Like, it's like right message, wrong messenger. Because I laughed. You know what I'm saying? Like, someone sent it to me whilst I was doing the watching, and I laughed about it. I found it funny. But he does need to stop moaning. 110%. But I don't know the context of that actual scenario within itself. But yeah, I just found it funny. And with that, David, we're running jokes. You know what I'm saying? It was sarcasm. Of course, we want to win versus Brighton. The point we're making is it will be a very tough game. And if someone offered me a draw, considering the situation we are currently in, yes, I would take it. But of course, I want us to go to Brighton and win. But it's going to be tough. Very tough.
Absolutely. Big up my guy, David Smith. Big up Saeed and Flawless. But this statement of taking a draw for Brighton, you should be ashamed of yourselves. We are Man United. United win every game. No. He asked to take a draw at this minute. That doesn't mean that we don't want the 3 points. He said, would you take the draw at this minute? And I think you have to respect Brighton and look at our away record as well. So, listen, I want to take the 3 points, but would you take the draw? It's a different question.
Yeah, we laughed when we said it. That's why we laughed at the question. Nix knew what he was doing and that.
Exactly.
It's sarcasm, people. Like, of course, we want Manchester United to win every game. And if we draw, I'll be like, all right, it's not the best result, but it's not the worst. It's just all we're saying is it's going to be a very tough game going there. And they're going to have their tails up, not only because they just beat Wolves by 6. We beat them in the FA Cup semi-final. This has Newcastle written all over it when we beat them in the Carabao Cup final and then we played them again.
Facts, absolutely. Andy, how are you, mate? Obviously, we were at the protest today. Got the win as well all day. I think it was a win off the pitch, win on the pitch. You know what I mean? It was a double win today. How are you feeling, man?
Yeah, it's been good all day. Sorry, I'm a bit late. Spicy chicken wings. My mouth's on fire.
Don't worry,
through that, mate. Yeah, it was a great, good day all round. I mean, the protesting and all that down from Deansgate, it was really good. We were all together, United fans from Den Hag's Head and Deansgate, and we all walked down. That's why I've got a ropey throat, man. And there was like flares getting let off. You screamed, you sang all the chants, walking down to Old Trafford. Certain United fans got a beef with me, but I've never known you, never met you. That'll be talking privately before, but you got a problem, say it to my face. Don't say it behind my back and tweet it. Facts. So you know what? You don't know me. I don't know you. Stay out of my life. I stay out of your life. Sod you. Anyway, to the game. It was really good today. Really good. We bossed that first from start to finish. We really bossed it. Then we restricted Villa to, was it one chance on it? Yeah. It was a good save. Good save from De Gea. And we should have been like 2-3 maybe up in the first half. And there you can see why he's a RG number 1 and a World Cup winner. He pulled some great saves and all that. The goal itself as well, quite clever from Rashford, that, wasn't it?
Very quick.
Yeah. There was no power on the shot, but it was just enough force it to the side and Bruno getting on the end of it. And I went down celebrating. And then I thought, VAR check, what's going on here? It's like, oh, you must be joking. Yeah, but it was nothing. It was a red herring. But we should have been at least 2-3 goals to the good first half. And Casemiro was good today. Bit quiet, to my opinion, but he was dictating. He hit the bar and all that. He's playing some slick 1-2s and all. Sancho was good. Sancho just needs that little bit more belief.
Second half, I thought he was better than. I thought first half he wasn't great. Second half he was unbelievable. I think it was a game of 2 halves for Sancho. This comment here, by the way, anonymous user. See, I don't see the Sabitzer having a bad game. A lot of people keep saying to me, he made the most ball recoveries. He made the most interceptions. What more do people want from Sabitzer? I don't understand it. He works well in the system. You can see his impact in the system. I don't get the Sabitzer hate. I don't really get it. I don't know what people want. You know what I mean? From him. He's not the most technical player. I get it, 100%. He's not the most gifted on the ball. But what he does for Man United off the ball. Would you
rather have Sabitzer or McFred? Jeez, I know what I'd rather have. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And that's legit it there, Andy. Like, is Sabitzer good enough to be Manchester United? Should he be in the first team week in, week out? No. But has he helped Manchester United this season? Yes, he has. And he should be. If he can be signed at 20 million, he should be. He's a good squad player. He is. He can go in and do a job, and he can do different things within the midfield. Again, there should be upgrades, yes, but Sabitzer, I don't think in particular he was bad today. And like I said, I don't know what people want from him. He's a good player, and that's as far as it is. That's as far as it is.
There was a weird thing, Saeed. Did you notice that when Sabitzer come off and Maguire come on, there was booing? Now, was that booing aimed at Sabitzer for going off or aimed at Harry Maguire? I couldn't tell.
I'm not sure, you know. I'm not sure. I didn't hear the boo. Did you hear a boo, Andy?
Yeah, there was booing from. I was in say 3.5 stand, but was it because of the selection? Because he played well? Because I thought he played well today. There's no. Yeah. That's what I seem to think. Taking him off, the fans didn't like it being taken off.
It was probably Maguire.
There was booing. So read what you will into
that. I don't know. You know, I genuinely don't know. But listen, I think for me overall, I think I mean, we got to talk about Lindelof, man. Listen, man, Lindelof. That's why it's never good to compare people together. This is why sometimes you don't compare Fred with McTominay and McTominay with Fred. You've got to isolate and look at them individually. And Victor Lindelof, this season for me, has been very, very good. The last couple of games, he's been outstanding for me. Listen, man, he's commanding now. He's aggressive. Bro, he's winning tackles, last-ditch tackles. Like, listen, everything that's been tested of him. And people can say, well, it's only teams that he should be beating. Ollie Watkins is on form. Ollie Watkins is a man that's scoring goals for fun. And yet today, I never seen him have one inch of Lindelof or one kind of where he peeled away from Lindelof today. You know where normally Ollie Watkins' game is that in that space, he runs onto it. Similar like Rashford. On the ball, not so great, but in the space, in the channels, he works the defenders. And I thought for me, Lindelof and Shaw, to be honest with you, were outstanding today. But I don't know, flawless Lindelof, man, he was exceptional. You know what? He's thriving under the kind of role now. He's actually believing himself now.
Yeah, he was very good today, and I'm someone who's been critical of Lindelof in the past. In particular, you mentioned it with Ollie Watkins. Lindelof played in a reverse fixture when we got beat, and it was Ollie Watkins, I believe, who picked up the ball and dribbled literally from the halfway line at Villa Park into our box. But in regards to Lindelof today and recent form, no complaints. Zero complaints. But the reason why we're seeing the best of Lindelof is because we're not seeing him week in, week out. I've said this for the longest. Lindelof as a squad player, I don't have no problems with. Is when you start to see him 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 games in a row, you will see his deficiencies. But as we're seeing now with Luke Shaw, who I don't know how has become such a competent centre-back, is crazy. Salute to Ten Hag and Luke Shaw for that. He looks okay and he's done decent. And he has been, like you said, more aggressive, because that's always been one of my biggest criticisms of Lindelof, is too passive. And I'm not saying charging there like a madman, but you need to have like more controlled aggression. Like you see Varane. Like Varane don't charge in, but he'll put the pressure on when he needs to do that. And that's what Lindelof needs to do more of. But recently, like I said, no complaints. But why we're seeing the best of him, because he's squad player level and he's being used as a squad player. And that's why, to me, we're seeing the best of him. Don't mean we don't need to go and improve, though. I've seen people say, oh, we don't. No.
No. Just credit Mark for now.
I still stand on everything I said and said, sell Maguire and go and get another centre-back to back up Varane and have competition for places. I look at Lindelof, I look at Sabitzer. Should be fifth choice. Should be 5. There should be 4 in front of each of them. If we're really going to where we want to go to.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, I don't know if you echo the same thoughts. Like I said to you, you've got to judge him for now, innit? To the end of the season, and then the manager will decide whether he's a squad player, whether he needs to be sold. I think Lindelof, to be honest with you, I don't know if he's got the ambition to go elsewhere and be a number one, because he's never really wanted to leave Man United, if I'm being honest with you. Yeah. So I don't know.
Them chances in the last, was it 8 minutes? It was like a firing range. Them 3 chances. It was like a fun fair. Take your pick, bang, save, bang, Lindelof off the line. I mean, that was like you could play the circus tune, but that was brilliant defending, last ditch, and Lindelof, Iceman, as he's now known from Top Gun.
Yeah, absolutely. Big up Onyeka says, man, Maguire is like a black hole for everyone. He saps the good parts of everyone's game. That is true. You know what I mean? He's a negative influence, because I think sometimes he kind of, he draws danger in when you want it to go out. Sometimes De Gea could be that as well, because at the end of the day, you know what I mean, his distribution brings everyone else's kind of flaws.
Play the Jaws music when he comes on. She'll play the Jaws music.
And with Maguire as well, we've all played football at some level. So whether it's the highest level, whether it's, you know what I'm saying, Sunday League, Saturday League, or somewhere in between, or semi-professional, we've all played next to players who are terrible. And you have to overcompensate because you know they're bad, especially from a defensive standpoint. It's not like offensively where they're getting the ball. It's the defensive where you're like, he's going to have to make a mistake. So then I'm going to have to overcompensate for him. And then that takes away from my game and my concentration. And now I look worse. Guy's just not good, man. He's just not good.
Yep, absolutely. Big up. I just think for me, him and Luke Shaw as well. I think Luke Shaw as well has been outstanding as well, man. He's been, you know what, man, like,
yes,
he loves defending. And I think for me, I think it suits him, the left centre back role. When he's at left back, he kind of almost loses that concentration. You know what I mean? He kind of like, he gets caught out sometimes. I think with centre back, he can compose himself and keep in that position. He doesn't have to run, 20 yards up the pitch. He doesn't have to, watch his space behind. He just has to stay there and be a solid centre back. And you can't actually get past him. He's quite strong. He's physical. He can be quick off the ground. You know what I mean? So as a left-sided centre back, you've got an option next season there. If you want to buy a left back and maybe go Malacia and another left back, you can go that way, and then use him as second centre back to Lisandro Martinez.
Yeah. Preaching to the choir. I can't believe I'm saying this, but Lindelof as a centre back, Shaw as a left-sided centre back, I have no issues with. I can't believe it when Ten Hag first did it, and it was in a back 4, because we'd seen him in a back 3 before, but in a back 4, and it worked, and I was like, right, maybe he's onto something here. And I've not seen one game where Luke Shaw's been the centre back and I've had issues with him. All his worst games have, like you stated, when he's been at left back. And if he is the backup left back to Martinez next season, I'm cool with that. That's an ideal world. That's why I was nodding my head as you was talking. I want us to sign a new left back and have Luke Shaw there as backup to Martinez, because he is good on the ball. He gives us lovely balance on the left foot. All the things you stated, he's quick enough to play in that position as well. Like you said, good enough aerially. His positional sense is good. And he's not getting in straight races either. Because where Shaw seems to struggle more is when he's dealing with a right winger who is direct, who is electric.
Yes.
So where obviously, I like Bella Kotchap, Osman. I do. I'm a fan. I like his profile, actually.
Yeah.
I've seen him. I do like Bella Kotchap.
100%. The thing is with left-sided centre-backs, they're quite rare to find. I mean, there was Badia Sheila we were linked with a few years ago, but he's at Chelsea now. Left-sided centre-backs, I'm not going to lie to you, I'm not really, it's not my A game. I'm more right-hand side, you get me? I'm more that side.
There's one out there for United. There is a left back waiting to come to United. A good one. There's definitely one.
Yeah, Kim Min Jae for me would be the one. Kim Min Jae on that side. Timber's another one that's been linked with us as well. Timber, I'm still not sure about Timber. I'm not gonna lie to you. But again, he can be multifaceted. Today we're linked with Hakimi, but again, that's just talk, innit, man? Paper talk. Someone keeps spamming it in the chat. Hakimi, I'm not sure, to be honest with you, with that one.
I just want a new right back, man. I just want a new right back, whoever that is.
Yeah. Wan-Bissaka was he dropped today? Was he even in the squad? Wan-Bissaka. Was he dropped today? Yeah, he was dropped today. Yeah, Bastoni, that's the one. Yeah, Bastoni. Big Ben says here, everyone is talking about Maguire doing others bad, but remember that Lindelof have bad managed before Ten Hag. He is growing. See, the thing is, a manager can get the best out of you, but also you need to show times when you're good under a bad manager. Does that makes sense? Like, you need to show something in it. Like, you can't just blame it on a manager. I do agree with you. Maybe the right partnership, the right system, but ultimately, Lindelof, let's be honest, he's been soft. You know what I mean? And that's where I've kind of come from. But you know what? Fair play to him. The last couple of games, he's actually been a leader at the back. He's commanding. He's aggressive.
Hear the disbelief inside his voice. That tells you the levels of where Lindelof was at.
I remember Lindelof's debut on his field. He got roasted in the first 20 minutes. And
I remember that one. Down. Yeah, I remember that one as well. Absolutely. Yeah, you know what? It's probably right, Ridwan. You're right. He's probably saving it for Mitoma. But Mitoma needed a rest as well. Mitoma got a rest on the weekend. So he's resting for so it's going to be an interesting battle, to be honest with you. So we'll have to find out, man. Guys, big up to everybody here. There's nearly 700 of you in the chat. Make sure you like the video, man. Come on, people. Let's like the video, man. But yeah, I'm not going to lie to you. I think for me, when I look at the top four now, Tottenham have dropped points. Liverpool, like I said, is 7 with 10 games in 7 points. We've got a game in hand over Liverpool as well. Newcastle are ahead of us by goal difference, I believe. Yes, no, 2 points.
2 points, but we have a game
in hand. The game in hand, right? So, I mean, Andy, is it time to get overconfident? Say top four's kind of secured. Is it still there? Do you still believe United have got that thing where they might bottle it or something like that? I don't know. What do you think?
We've got the cushion of we've got another 3 home games. We've got the home games to get across the line. Liverpool can only finish on 71 points. So anything over, we're cool. We're home and dry. Even if we did stumble next week and give them little scousers that little ray of hope to think they're going to do it, which they're not. You know what I mean? It'll be the big. If we blew it, it'd be our own downfall and our own problem. But we've got enough to get. We've got the home games to get across the line. And who's to say? I don't doubt Liverpool could win all their games because they play. They play Wednesday, don't they? They play Wednesday.
They play Wednesday.
So if they get it down to 4 points, we play Brighton. Like you say, we've got 2 big games. As long as we come, you take 4 points from them 6 games, or you get 2 wins. That's it. We're home and dry. Nothing Liverpool can do. It's in our own hands. We can't blow it. And even the most honest scouser, even Graham Souness, who's left Sky tonight, will honestly say, you know what I mean? Even Gary Neville with his champagne bottle celebrating it. We've got even the most ardent Liverpool fan will just say, we're getting 5th in Europa League football. So enjoy your Emmerdale nights, and you know what I mean. Could be worse. Could be Europa Conference, mate. So don't count your chickens yet, Liverpool.
Yeah. Big up to Nick Man says, can't wait to get a good new 9. Oh, new 9. Oh, sorry. Need to finish off games. Absolutely. We've been talking about that, Nick Man. I appreciate super chat, my friend. Yeah, definitely, man. We're not clearly calling off. But to go for the fixtures, we've got Brighton on Thursday, which again will be tough. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not really expecting a lot from that, if I'm being really. Just because I'm looking at the way.
Yeah, that was weird. I thought it was off Sunday, 7 o'clock on a Sunday.
Yeah, it's weird that. Why is that? Is there a marathon on that weekend? What's going on? Is it bank holiday though, innit? It's bank holiday, that's why, innit?
One is going to King Years on the Saturday. But it's irrelevant, innit? It's irrelevant. Why is it 7 o'clock on a Sunday?
That's mad, you know. You can't get a train after that. You're going to be stuck in London.
Train home. You're sleeping at the station on the floor, or you're paying in an hotel that's going to cost you an arm and a leg. That's like 2 days off work. You won't get to work Monday morning. It's a joke.
No. 100%. You're not
bank
getting
holiday.
that.
The bank holiday.
Yes, bank holiday this weekend and it's next weekend as well. But just going back to that, we got West Ham. Obviously, that will be a tricky one, but
that's going to be tough.
We should if they're kind of safe, if I'm being honest with you. So we should be able to kind of go
West
there.
Ham. They always give us a game.
Moisey will not turn up for West Ham against Man City, but Moisey will turn up against Man United. That's the mentality of Moisey.
They always shout out Moisey. They always give us a game, West Ham. It's never.
They always.
Whether we win there, it's always spirited. It's always a fight. Like they ain't just gonna roll over.
Yeah,
that's how I feel about that.
Yeah, Wolves. They're on the beaches. I think that we should be able to win that game next. Saturday the 13th. Bournemouth away. I think to be honest with you, they're quite safe right now. If I'm being honest with you, they won again today as well against Leeds. Then it's Man United versus Chelsea. You know what I mean? Last I said, it's 3 points there, I think, for me. And then it's Fulham. So, you know what? We just got to win our home games. Like I said, you know what I mean? Like, if we win 3 out of our last 4 home games,
I want to try and win the lot. I want to try and win the lot. We can have a max of 81 points. And that would equal 2018 season with Jose. 81 points. It would surpass 74. I'm finishing second behind Man City during the COVID season. So a max of getting over 74 points and trying to get at least to 75, 78. That should be the target. Win all them games. Have some confidence going into the cup final. Get a run going. I do not want to be stuttering towards the Champions League.
Yes.
Worrying about one problem when you got a bigger problem on the horizon coming on June the 3rd.
Yep.
Get a rhythm going. Just get it going and we'll have some confidence going in. Even if it's unbeaten, 4 draws, 4 wins, 2 draws. Just don't have an unbeaten run going into the cup final.
Agreed.
Yep. Facts, bro. Facts.
Form and confidence is something that you cannot turn off. You can turn off.
Yeah,
you cannot turn off. Sorry.
If we bought the Champions League, we haven't got a chance at the cup final because the knock-on effect would be unbelievable. Unbelievable.
100%. I think as well. I want to mention as well Malacia. I thought Malacia was outstanding today. He's had a few. I wouldn't say he's had a few bad games, but he's almost like he's young. He's young. Yeah, I thought today he was aggressive. His last ditch tackles here, that last ditch tackle he made in the first half was so crucial, man, to kind of like just put in a marker on the game. Because I think after that, I don't think we lost a tackle 50-50 wise. We won
just
most
like that Liverpool game. It's like the Liverpool game this season. He played a blinder today. Just like when we beat him 2-1 at the start of the season. So yeah, that sort of performance. Let's say he's had his on and offs, but who hasn't this season? So yeah. Really good performance, really good energy.
Yeah, 100%, man. And I think for me, you get me, Bruno Fernandes doing well in his role. I think Sancho had a better second half. I thought Sancho's second half was very, very tidy. I don't think did he deserve to come off though? I don't think he did. But again,
no,
Sancho
he should have scored. He should have scored. Like he was in the same position like against Spurs. Cut in. You got a chance to shoot. Oh, I'll cut in again. He did more cuttings than Strictly Come Dancing. When you get the chance, you shoot like you should have done on Thursday. Seriously, man. You want confidence? Shoot. Just hit it. You don't know what's it going to do.
Yeah. And Eriksen as well. Eriksen was, I don't know what he was doing, man, for that
some
pass,
of the some of the passes, I know exactly what you're talking about.
That chance when he played that, he should have run on goal himself. Like you say,
what's he doing?
Even further and played it across.
Yeah, what's he doing, man? And this is what I'm trying to say. This is the kind of things that Ten Hag must be thinking to himself. What are you guys doing? Like, finish your chances. Finish your chance. Why you make it difficult for yourselves? You know? Like, why? You know, and this is the thing, though. Next season, we have to be more clinical. Because next season will be tougher as well. Next season, it's going to be tougher, man. It's not going to be easy, you know, next season, you know. Like top 4 will be harder.
If you put it in the box, Harry Kane will put it in
bad players. That's what it is, man. We were saying that at the start of the show. Like, it won't be easy, but I expect Ten Hag to go and buy players in the window. We need attacking players. I think we all know this. We all said this at the start of the season. We was all like, yeah, we're short. We're definitely shot up top. We didn't know at that point what Anthony was going to bring.
But we just can't put the ball in the net.
But it's good that we're creating. That's a good thing, though, that we're creating. I'd like to see us create more, in particular on the road in certain home games. But if our biggest issue is not putting the ball in the back of the net, that's something you can solve. I'd be more concerned if we weren't creating a lot.
Yeah. This one here, big up Rondo says the ball in behind was there. We lack quality on it. I think the final ball sometimes, it's like, you know what it is with United? The only thing that I would say is that we're not composed in the final third. Sometimes a bit rushed. Like, it's quick. Then you need to be decisive. And that's where Kevin De Bruyne is in this world. They're good at making them. Grealish. I always look at Grealish and I think when he makes a pass, it's always measured. It's always accurate. It's always just there for the player. He knows where they are. Don't you see the FA Cup semi-final? Grealish is running across. Mahrez comes in. He scores. You have to have players who are telepathic. I think these players, they moan at each other because I feel like they're still not understanding each other's game. Learn each other's game. I think maybe next season, Amad Diallo, obviously we see players that maybe come in next season that we want to see. You have to have people who are visionaries, man. They see things before. Like Paul Scholes was good at that. He could see a pass before anyone else.
You're talking top quality, and that's what it comes back to. You said they're moaning at each other because things are going wrong. And the reason why things are going wrong is because they're just not very good. So that's where the frustration comes from. That's what it is, and it happens often. I'm saying, how many games does it happen where, one, we've not created anything at all, or two, we've created a lot and we haven't scored? Them two things happen far, far, far too often. It comes back to why we speak on and why I'm critical of this team. Quality. It's a quality issue.
Lads, this team has got it in them to win a big game, but then it's got it in them to bottle a big game and go running. So that's what scares me for the final at the FA Cup. That's what scares me. They could choke it and run away, and they won't even and they'd be so scared they won't face the fans' fury because they'd be out of there on the dodge, straight to Heathrow and Gatwick. Get out. Let's go on holiday. Seriously, that's what scares me about this team.
Facts. It's true. And this is the thing. I feel like ultimately we're in a stage where we're still learning with this team. People can say, Liverpool, you guys are lucky that other teams are rubbish. No, we can be better as well. Like, as much as we're doing well and we're consistent and we're third and fourth, if we can get that next extra gear, that will then determine us where we go next. Because I don't want to be just in around third and fourth. I want to challenge. I want to go up the league. Because at the end of the day, it's not good to be in around third or fourth because it's a bit like it's up and down. You don't know whether 1 week you're good, 1 week you're bad. You know what I mean? I want to go to the next level where we're trying to, compete and do things well.
But telling me that Chelsea, if they get the right manager in with that crop of players, Chelsea next season, providing they stay in the Premier League, it'd be a tragedy if they go down. Absolute tragedy. But if Chelsea get it right with the right manager next season, you best watch out for Chelsea because they are definitely going to be in there.
I think if they get Pochettino, if they get a plan, but the thing is though, you don't know what this Todd Bowley is going to do. If they go on a 3-loss streak in the Premier League, he might just say to himself like, call it quits. You don't know what he's going to do.
Sack him, and he might sack Poch again. Frank Lampard back as interim again. You know what I'm saying? It's not Poch. It's not Poch that I don't trust because I actually think Poch is a good manager and a good coach. Like you mentioned, it's Todd B. That's who I'm looking at. Like, I don't trust. I don't think not that I don't trust because I don't care, but I don't trust him to get it right. That's what I think. That will be the downfall of Chelsea because the idea is right. Like his thought process, like spending money, like he's trying to get Chelsea there. It's just that the execution is horrendous and there's no plan whatsoever. Like sacking Thomas Tuchel, then you bring in Graham Potter. Then you have ample time to sack Graham Potter. You win 2 games in 14. Okay, then you finally sack Graham Potter and then you bring in Frank Lampard.
Facts.
Who before Graham Potter was the worst ever Chelsea manager and had just left Everton in the relegation zone. And if Everton get relegated, he has a hand in that. And then now you brought Lampard back as interim and you don't know your next manager. It's just all a mess. They just make it up as they go along.
Chelsea got to play Everton soon, haven't they?
No.
Chelsea fixtures.
No, they drew 2-2.
No, 2-2. They got tough fixtures, to be fair. They got Arsenal, Bournemouth away, Nottingham Forest at home, City away, Man United away, and then Newcastle at home.
They ain't winning until the end of the day. They ain't winning until next season. They're not winning a
They
game this
winning,
season.
Like literally, they ain't winning. Like they ain't winning to the end of the season. Them man are finished. They're lucky they're not going to get relegated this season because mathematically the teams above them have taken so many points off each other that they won't get relegated. So, but people say the vibes. It ain't even vibes. That ain't no vibes. This
Where's
ain't no
vibes. Getting packed week in, week out, and the bridge is empty. You know what I'm saying? Bridge is empty. What we doing? The vibes.
Bro, man said vibes, you know. Man said vibes, you know. It's crazy, man. Like, honestly. But like I said, you know what I mean? For us, we're still marching on. There was a good belief today around the stadium. You know what I mean? I don't think it was one of them kind of feelings where we got away with it. A lot of people are saying that we got away with it today. I don't think we got away with it. I think we made it difficult for ourselves, you know?
Yeah, I think we did. That was reminiscent of Brentford and West Ham this season. We dug deep and we got it over the line. A quick reply, quick response, and that's what was needed. Just like from the previous games when we either dropped points or lost a game. Same sort of game, same mentality, digging in deep and doing it right.
Yeah, absolutely. Big up dumb boys, and the fact we are making Liverpool sweat for it when even they know it's done, it's even sweeter. You know, when you have to like tell someone there's a chance, but really and truly there's no chance in it. Like we're letting Liverpool know, like, you know, you might have a chance, but reality.
Like us last season. We went to Anfield. We went to Arsenal and Liverpool. So there was still a chance. We win these two games. We're gonna.
It's like you in the title race. It's like you in the title race.
It's like, so you're saying there's that picture of Jim Carrey. So you're saying there's a chance.
Is there a chance? You know, it's crazy.
I know Jonathan Marley. I've seen his TikTok before. We're gonna do it. There's still a chance. Yeah,
I'm sure he said that it was done a month ago and that. Like, that's what I'm saying.
But Saeed, a last minute winner will do that to you. It will get you believing.
Yeah.
Last minute winner.
Hey mate, I see the equaliser. I'm laughing my head off. Nice one, 3-3. 10 seconds later, off. Spurs.
I don't expect it from Tottenham. And the fact that we gave them from a 2-0 lead and we let them in it, I think more disgrace to us more than anything. Like,
I seen Expression's reply as well. I watched this video before. The guy's hilarious. He's brilliant. Take me out to him. Expression is funny, man. He's great guy. Great, decent guy.
Absolutely. Let's do player ratings then. And make sure people make sure you get involved with the player ratings, 1 to 10. Depending on what you think. Make sure you like the video as well, people. David De Gea, I'm going to give him a 7. Listen, he could get the Golden Glove, man. Golden Glove for David De Gea. Listen, just saying. That's mad though. I'm just saying it's mad though when you think of it. When it's been through a lot this season, like 7-0, this, that.
Yeah, it's been a lot, man. Because they're just one-off games, but I think a 7's fair for De Gea. He didn't make any mistakes.
Made a save, I think. Did he make one save? I think it was in the second half.
First half. First half, that
was it. Yeah, first half. David De Gea 7. Listen, I can't really follow that. I don't know you.
Well, the team, the goalie who wins the league. Maybe. Yeah. It usually gets it.
Yeah. Absolutely, yeah, exactly. All the people with their gender were crying, exactly. Anonymous user said we cannot let David Gea get the Golden Glove. Listen, man, we should be able to let anyone. If they deserve it, they deserve it.
It's one of them, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's facts.
Listen,
facts.
7 for me. Dalot, another convincing performance. Listen, who was on that left-hand side? I don't think you got past him once. I'm going to give him another 7 as well. Dalot, or I don't know if you guys think, but I think another 7 as well. Solid 7. Flawless is frozen there. But yeah, I'm giving it a 7.
Ethernet cable fell out in it. That's all.
Yeah. No worries. 7 as well for me, Dalot. Don't know if anyone wants to add more.
Yeah, I think that's
a fair assessment because he both played well.
Yeah, I'm liking the fact that it's more. Like I said to you, I still don't trust Dalot in the long run. I don't know what it is with me, man. I just think for me, you know, defensively, I think there's where he can be got at. But you have to give credit where it's due. One thing I don't do is that I always give credit where it's due. You know what I mean? I don't let that one slide. Don't just carry on the agenda. But Dalot for me, 7.
On agenda. Yeah, 7's fair. I think Dalot, I think the problem with Dalot is he's good at a lot of things. He just doesn't excel at anything. I'm a fan of Dalot. I think he's a good fullback. But that's it. He's just good.
Yeah, absolutely. Lindelof for me, man of the match. I'm gonna go with
a 9.
Yeah, a 9.
I knew he was gonna give him a 9.
I generally, a 9, bro.
I know he's gonna give him a 9.
A 9.
I would have said 8.
Defensively,
you can say 9, but yeah.
Clearance off the line, defensive. There was a one even in the end. I think there was one at the end as well where he made when the ball came over, he headed it out as well. So I think for me a 9. Andy, what are you giving Lindelof?
I'm giving Lindelof a 10 on that. I'm giving him a definite 10. But that save at the end, man, it's like a firing range at the fun fair. I'm giving it. That's a 10. That's as good as a goal. That save at the end. So I'm just giving him a 10. Iceman. Oh yes, Mr. Iceman.
First, I'm not gonna argue anyone down. If you want to say 9 or 10, Saeed, it's your show. It's up to you.
Yeah. You know what? We'll obviously we'll round that up. So we'll go with 8.5 then. So yeah.
We can go with 9 because
9.5. We'll go with 9.5.
9.5. That's cool.
Yeah,
Let's go 9.5. Yeah.
9.5. Okay. Luke Shaw. I'm gonna give him an 8. Luke Shaw, 8.
I think that's
high 8.
Defensively solid. Defensively
solid.
Ball fine as well.
Yeah, I agree. I'll give him an 8 as well. Definitely 8. He was well solid today. And it was just it's nice to see we had a bit of a stable unit like it wasn't there on Thursday.
Yep, absolutely. A lot of 8s, 8.5s. Yeah, man. Big up to the chat. Malacia, I'm going to give Malacia 8 as well. I thought he was outstanding. Made that clearance, defensively solid. 8 for me for Malacia. I don't know what anybody else thinks.
I think an 8's cool. My bad.
Yeah, definitely an 8 as well. I agree on that. I think we can all agree on that because the guy he had a blinder today. One of his best games, reminiscent of the Liverpool game.
Yeah, 7s for Malacia in there. I gave a couple of silly fouls away. Let's go with Casemiro. I'm going to give Casemiro a 7.5 today. I thought that was one of the better performances for me since the red card. I thought he was, for me, aggressive. He should have had 2 assists for me.
Hit the bar.
Played well. I think for me, 7.5 for Casemiro. It could be an 8, but listen, what people are saying? Casemiro 7s. What are you saying, Flawless?
I was going to say 7.5 as well. I was debating between 7 8. I don't think he was quite 8, but it has been one of his better performances. But again, I'm not going to argue you down. I think 7.5 is in the right ballpark. Better on the ball than I've seen him in recent times.
Yes.
I never really worry about him defensively because that's Casemiro.
He wasn't at it like it's Sevilla and he wasn't at it against their Spurs. So definitely a 7.5 for 7.5. Casemiro.
Cool. I'm cool with that.
Yeah. Boston midfield, man. When you look at it, they've got Dendoncker in there. They've got the Douglas Luiz. So he had to do his thing today, man. Christian Eriksen. I think he made a couple of decent passes in the first half. But overall, I'd probably give Eriksen a 6. I don't know if I'm being a bit harsh, but
no, I think that's fair because he was sloppy with the ball at times. I'm saying, he's a part of the team defensively and how we set up and how good we was and how we just completely nullified Aston Villa from 1 minute to 90 because they were in great form. But on the ball, where you expect him to excel, like we mentioned earlier about where he gave the ball away in that one move twice. And it's very, very unlike Eriksen. He's normally very careful and very particular with his passes, very precise. And he wasn't like that. So I think a 6 is fair. A 6 is fair.
And do you think that as well, or are you going to go with something different?
I'll give him a 6. He did okay today. He did all right. Definitely.
Yeah. Absolutely. I think for me, ultimately, it comes down to Eriksen. I think it's when he's in that 8 role where he has to be, has to do both roles. That's where I think his limitations come in. When it's against a team that they just sit back and we dictate, Eriksen becomes a blessing because then you get that deep lying playmaker role. So I think overall a 6 is fair. Let's go with Bruno. Who was playing Sabitzer. Sabitzer, I'm gonna say a 7. I'm gonna say 7 for Sabitzer. I think a lot of people might disagree with me, but I think for me, his off the ball stuff, it goes unnoticed and it helps the system massively because without that pressing, without what we need to do, it's very, very. You don't see the fruits of it. Basically, you don't see it.
I get what you're saying, like the energy and the tenacity and things of that nature, and just running down people and pressing and then on the ball. It's not like he's terrible. It's not like he's a scrub on the ball. He'll keep the ball ticking. He is consistent runs into the box as well, always trying to be a goal threat and helps on the other end as well. So yeah, it's a bit. So what did you say? A 7? That's
7 for me.
Yeah, I think he was decent today. We're not spectacular, yeah, like decent. That's what I would say.
Yeah, definitely a 7. I agree on that. I definitely would sign him in the summer as well because you say a good squad player is an addition, a real, like you say, a technical, good midfielder. We are lacking, and like I say, to fall back onto him is a good option.
Yeah, absolutely. That is Sabitzer there. Bruno Fernandes got his goal. I think overall, I thought he pressed well. I don't think he did anything amazing today, but I still think for me, his pressing, his work rate with the goal, I give him a 7 as well. Bruno Fernandes. I don't know what people think.
I want to give him an 8 because I think he was dictating, and he's our talisman. You seen it at the cup final last week. Who was doing the motivation? Who was pushing everybody? Bruno, nobody else. There was somebody in the background just standing there idly by doing nothing. So that's the alleged proper captain. But that's it. He is the guy who will get us over the line in games this season, and he's done it again today.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. I thought he was good today.
A lot of 8s. Okay, fair enough. Listen, I thought for me, because he was on the right hand side, sometimes maybe you don't see that other side. I just see a player who was working hard on that right hand side, got his goal, did well in possession, didn't really give the ball away. But I think that was but yeah, listen, if we got 8s, a lot of 8s, fair enough. Yeah. What are you going for?
Want to go 8? Yeah, I would have said a 7, but if the chat's going for 8, we can go 8s. I thought he was good and a part of a good team performance. I don't think anyone was exceptional like 9s, 10s, but I think everybody collectively overall, that's what pleased me. So I would say a 7. He does a good job out there. I don't mind him wide on the right.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's go for Sancho. You know what? Because of the second half, and the way he plays second half, I'm going to give him a 7, First half, he was bordering on 5, to be honest with you. I don't think he was great first half. But I think overall, I'm going to give him a 7 for Jadon Sancho. Second half, he made that key pass in behind. Obviously, he made that little step over, went in behind. But he's working better off the ball. There was only one time where Ten Hag was really, really not happy with him. I don't know if you remember it, but there was a ball over the top that came. Yeah, Ashley Young had the freedom to run the whole length of the pitch. I think Ten Hag was like, "What are you doing? You've left that space in behind." But yeah, I'm going to give him a 7.
I think a 7's fair.
Yeah, 7. Andy, do you think anything different? Did you see anything different? What are you thinking for Sancho?
I'll say in the first half, very, very, very low, about 5, maybe 6, but definitely a 7. Could have been an 8 if like his decision making when he creates a chance and he's taking players on, shoot like he did on Thursday. Don't just like turn back and do it.
What is it with his head though? Because you know what it is, yeah. With the ball on his feet, it's mesmerizing to watch because you're thinking to yourself, bro, you can't stop him here. But then the last second, he just fumbles it. He just almost like loses all composure.
And when he does score, he does that.
Yeah, I know.
And what you trying to prove, mate? Hey, I'm good. I scored a goal.
No, I think he's just paying homage to Rashford there. That's what that is. That's just a friend thing. It is.
The broskies out. They're the best.
Yeah. The bros. It's like us playing ball, Andy, and you have a signature celebration. If I score, I'm gonna do your signature celebration because we cool. Like that's all that is. It's just. But in regards to Sancho, it's just he does like we all know he's technically sound. But you do want him to sharpen up.
Just encourage him more. Just encourage him.
Decision making.
He's going to reach a pinnacle next season. Like I say, it's do or die next. It's for next year. It really is for him.
Yeah,
good end to the season. Good end to the season. Few goals, confidence. Yeah. That's what he needs.
Yeah, this is very, very much it. He cuts back too much and slows it down.
The thing is,
bang on the money.
That's his game, though.
That's his game,
outside round the side. So it's kind of like Rashford will give you that. Sancho's not. And this is why I worry about Sancho because of his lack of directness, because that's just not his game. I say it all the time. Yeah. Athletes, pace and power. Sancho's not that. So how are you going to get the best out of him? Like, that's the problem.
If you get into a position, just shoot. Don't cut back again and play it back.
See that chance there from Rashford. Rashford shoots that ball. I think Sancho tries to get close to the keeper, then gets probably caught out. But then Rashford takes it. It's probably a bad shot. But then obviously he's opportunist. And the next thing you know, Bruno gets the end of it and scores. So it's a different kind of game. But ultimately, you lose at the end. Like Flawless says it. You end up losing out. You're not efficient.
If that was Sancho instead of Rashford when we scored, would he have gone in? Would he have taken the shot? I don't think so.
Well, there you go.
And that's why it's different. That's why it's different strokes for different folks, because we see Sancho in certain situations do things that Rashford wouldn't, and vice versa. So this is where it's player profile. This is
player profile, exactly.
Yeah. And Sancho is more of, like you said, cutting, give and goal, 1-2s, but we don't really play like that. This is why I do worry for him. But hopefully he has a good end to the season and continues how he played for today in particular.
And I'm glad he played him. I'm glad he played him tonight because I didn't think he would play. So
and he was a part of a good team performance as well. He was a part of, he had impact in the game. He was a part of a good team performance.
Absolutely. Let's go with is the last person in it, Rashford. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I don't think that was great, from Rashford today. I don't think it was great. I think it was poor, in all honesty. I know we got the situation with the thing, but I'm gonna give him a 5. I know this sounds very harsh, but his touch was off today. I don't know what it is with Rashford. His touch is awful, man. Bro, he had 2 or 3, honestly, golden opportunities, but his touch let him down. I think his overall game right now is not great, but he's getting the goals and he deserves all the credit. But I don't think he's been playing well for a little bit, I don't know where he is. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm analysing his performance and I'm saying to myself, he's efficient, he scores goals, but his overall game, I'm not still...
His energy was there. You could see, even when he went through on goal, it was offside. Jesus, it was poor finishing. Poor finishing, even though it was offside. And he's like, can you imagine? Oh, man. And at the Stretford End second half, when he missed out on the ball, you could see him screaming at himself. Come on.
Yeah. Off the ball, he was amazing. Off the ball, he was running in behind. He was doing all the things. But on the ball, he wasn't great today. But that's just me, and that's just my own opinion.
Aston Villa played the offside trap a number of times. And him and Sancho were always getting caught. And they run. But you're looking at the fullbacks. Play the ball over. They're trying to time it. Play the ball over. Lindelof, play it over. Luke Shaw, play it over. All you got to do, man, they're trying to make the runs, and you're looking up, and you go, no, play it on the floor, man. It's not so. So it's wondered. It's like he was getting frustrated today. You could see it every time he was getting caught offside.
Yeah, absolutely. I think, like I said, I'll give him a 5. What are you giving him, Flawless? What are you giving him?
I would have said a 6. I did like his off the ball work at times, even though, like you said, loose touches, loose passes. But if you might want to say 5, cool. I'm cool with that.
I'll give him an 8 on energy. 8 on energy, definitely.
I'm not gonna, because again, he was a part of a team performance and a part of a team that created chances and were in good spaces. But yeah, 5's cool. Yeah, I'm not gonna argue that down.
Yeah, absolutely. The substitutions they didn't really have much. I don't think anyone had real impact. Anthony came on, a few bits and bobs here and there. Fred
give away a free kick.
I know.
Give away a foul right on injury time. Why, Fred? Why'd you do this? Why'd you just shoot yourself in the foot? Then you're smiling later. Oh, for God's sake.
Yeah.
Everybody loves a smile on energy, but man, that last minute free kick, and you're like, no. You're getting ready to leave your seat and go down the stairs.
Yeah. I think, like I said to you, I think I would give him overall. I think all the substitutions probably just get a 5, standard 5. I'm not really giving anything less than that.
Martial didn't even do anything.
No. Nobody. That's what I'm saying to you. Nobody really gave anything. Probably 4 for Fred because I feel like he gave a couple of fouls away recklessly. But listen, all in all, today, it's a very, very good performance. And we go to Brighton now. We'll obviously hear about the ownership situation in the week. Tomorrow morning, I reckon we'll get bombarded by certain news and whatnot. So we'll find out. But listen, we keep moving on. We're 4th. We're 7 points clear. And yeah, man, big up to the community, man. Flawless. Let them know where they can find you. And please, guys, make sure you like the video. Let's get it to 300 likes if you can,
man.
people.
300 likes is way too low because I know there's over 607 of you lot, man. None of this Chelsea attacker conversion rate. What are we doing, man? You know
these Arsenal fans in the chat, like, you all go quiet. You love the channel, yet you won't click like.
Facts,
you know what I mean?
Facts. Hit the like button.
Yes, our good friend, what you call it? He's gone all quiet, hasn't he?
Oh, you talking about Mr. Zayn Miasi?
Yeah, Zayn's
gone. Zayn, where you at, man? I've not seen Zayn in a couple of weeks.
Zayn's been quiet. Zayn boy, are you still around? Or have you just got into hibernation till August?
Well, go on, Zayn. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, big hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you look for Zayn. Make sure he's good as well. Sarcasm City TV on YouTube and on Twitch. Big up for having me as always, Saeed. Tate. Big up Double A as well. But yeah, man, continue to check out the channel. People are live all the time. Premier League content, of course, Manchester United content alongside the other big 6 sides over on the Twitch. NBA playoffs have started. That's what I'm watching now, actually. The Game 7 of the Warriors Kings for NBA fans. Head over to the Twitch for NBA watch-alongs as well. Well, big up for having me, please.
Come on. Always. And Ben, listen, I don't want to know, man, about Harry Beckenbauer. Listen, that's finished, isn't it? That was lockdown, man. We blamed it on the C19.
Yeah, blame lockdown. Yeah. Blame C19, man. C19 tax.
Yeah, exactly. Andy, don't worry, mate. Everything all good. Thanks for coming on as well.
Appreciate it. Thanks for having me on, mate.
Yeah, make sure you follow Andy on his socials as well. Big up to everybody who's locked in. Tomorrow I'm live with Lee Gunner, 12 o'clock. You know, it is Premier League review. Yeah, exactly. And then, check out every bit of content. Straight Jacket podcast tomorrow as well. We'll be live. Yeah, man, just tune in, people. Tune in to every content, and then we'll see what happens with Man United. But big 3 points today, and yeah, we're back soon. Thank you.